Hi everybody, Craig here. Welcome to the 11th episode of my 1 vs 2 x 3 Age of Wonders 3 playthrough series. In this series, I'm playing against 3 separate teams of 2 Emperor AI per team, and I'm playing as the Draconian Necromancer, Crogar the Corrupt. In our last episode, we started to get ready for the inevitable siege here of Firak, who was the partner of Rolar, who I took out a couple episodes ago. So we know where Firak's throne city is, and it's right here, right next to where Rolar's was. Rolar's was here. And we've now got Crogar and his really powerful stack here, basically on the doorstep and ready to move in and see what kind of defenses Firak has, and then hopefully we can siege this city without too much trouble, and maybe we can take Firak out of the game as well. So that's kind of what we're cooking up there. Last episode, we also, for the first time, we have a sign here, as you can see, of Dwemis, who we've been looking for a number of episodes now. Very early in this playthrough, we took out Wazul, and we gained Wazul's city, which we have here, his throne city. But we weren't able to really find where his partner Dwemis was, and now we know where at least a vassal city of Dwemis is, so we're still on the hunt for kind of where Dwemis's main empire is, but at least we have some sign of him. So before I dive into this episode, I did just want to give a quick shout out once again to Casper Eklund, who left a really excellent set of comments as always. And the ones that I did want to point out real quick here, there's a few in particular. So one thing that Casper had mentioned is that what I probably should have done when I was bringing this builder down this way, you can see I've got my builder here who I'm moving, and I'm going to eventually set this builder up somewhere in here, and then have the settler come in and build a city, and I'm going to found that city right in this area somewhere to get advantage of all these different structures, I think, in the domain. But Casper had suggested that as I was coming down here, I could have just built a road, because obviously this is wetland, which is quite a pain to go through. The alternative would be to also, and Casper had suggested this, was to use Terraformer to actually terraform this into something less obstructive for movement. However, I agree with Casper. I think I probably should have built a road on my way down. That would have been a really smart move, but unfortunately I didn't do that, so now I have to kind of suffer through the painful, slow movement here through this wetland area, but it's okay. So that was a great comment from Casper, and I totally agree. One other thing that Casper had mentioned is that I had picked up Inflict Curse, and Casper had said that and now he wasn't 100% sure about this, but he had read that Inflict Curse here, which we'll take a peek. So attacks from this unit have a chance to inflict curse on their targets. Cursed units suffer minus 300 morale, minus 2 defense, and most importantly here, minus 2 resistance until the end of combat. So I picked this up because I basically I wanted to try to improve my odds of using Ghoul Curse, right? And so this has a resistance and spirit check here. So what Casper had said is that Inflict Curse, I was planning to use this in ranged attacks. So my ranged attacks would inflict the curse potentially. Then I'd come in and use a melee attack to inflict Ghoul Curse. Well, Casper said that what might happen, he's pretty sure, at least based on what he's read, that when I do a melee attack, I shouldn't say he's pretty sure, but what he's read is that when I do a melee attack, the Inflict Curse actually has a chance to happen sort of before the Ghoul Curse. So if I'm going to inflict curse on the unit with a melee attack, that will happen, and then Ghoul Curse will have a chance to be inflicted. So what that essentially means, sorry to kind of make that sound really complicated, but what that basically means is that I have a chance to inflict the curse, lower the resistance of the unit, and then try to Ghoul Curse all in one melee attack. So that's pretty good, because what that means is even if I'm using this in melee, it's still going to potentially improve my odds of getting a Ghoul Curse, because if I end up successfully inflicting curse, then it makes the odds of Ghoul Curse happening higher. So anyway, enough yammering about that though. As always, I really do appreciate the comments and suggestions. So let's get into this episode. We've got a lot to do here. So we still had a few things left to kind of decide on as the episode. When I finished last episode, we weren't quite at a point where we weren't at a point where we had finished our turn. So I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to figure out where I kind of want to build my bridge. And maybe right here might be pretty good. So let's see now. If we wanted to build a road. So we can't do that this turn, so we'll have to wait. Oh, nice. Okay, and we had this warg underground here who was doing a lot of scouting for me, and we'd encountered a Naga city. Yeah, so let's keep hunting around here. Now I'm wondering, should I go up this way or go down here? Now, let's see. Are these still independent cities? They are. That one's independent. And so is this one. So that means it's probably unlikely that Dwemis is in that area because he would have probably taken those cities over. So I think I'm going to head up this way. Oh, and we've got a bone dragon there. Okay, so we'll just keep exploring underground as much as possible with him. We had some units that we acquired via a reward from a dungeon and then also a ghoul curse. Another thing that Casper Eklund had actually mentioned is that, and this is something that I always try to do, but I'm starting to kind of have all these units that I've ghoul cursed, but I don't really have a ton of support units to keep them healed. So obviously when I'm moving this army around and using ghoul curse with Cirrus, I'm going to need to prioritize obtaining support units. And of course I have Healers of the Dead researched, meaning that my support units will all have heal and dead. So basically any support unit that I get my hands on is going to be able to maintain a stack. And you know what? Maybe next turn I'll even pop by this inn and see if I can grab if there's any support units in there. Although of course they won't be ghouls, so that might be a bit of an issue. I would have to have them with a hero because my heroes are arc liches and use that. I think what I had done here is I was going to wait until these units were a little bit more healed up before I decided to do this battle. So I think we'll keep that in mind. Let's see what else we had going on. So we had this hero. This is Nabal and Bahir, who I eventually want to split that army up. And I've got these butchers with excellent lifesteal coming out of that city. So I do have to be careful, though, because now that this is a vassal, I don't want any of Dwemis' army to come pouring out of there when I'm not ready for it. So yeah, we're gonna send this army, I think, back down south. Maybe we'll split the army and have one go north and one go south. I think that's probably what we'll do. So let's actually pick our research here while we're at it. So yeah, so Casper was suggesting that I could take Terraformer as one way. I think I'm gonna just kind of forego that. I would really like to do Dark Gift. The only thing is I don't have, the research isn't going to really benefit me if I apply it to this. So, because I've got 130 in the bank and I get 267 every turn. So, it might be better to actually just grab like Dark Ritual or Death Ray or something. Let's do Dark Ritual. And then it's still only going to take us one turn to do this one. So now we'll do Dark Gift, I think. That was a little bit more efficient use there of our stored knowledge that we had built up there over our turn. And this city, I think we have our dwelling, which is now in the process of starting to produce Wraith Kings. And these Wraith Kings are going to get the benefit of Embrace Darkness, meaning they're going to be dedicated to evil, which they already are, and they're going to have Lifesteal, which is most important. So having Lifesteal on them, they already have it, and it's going to basically upgrade it to greater Lifestealing, which is fantastic. Alright, so now let's do some of our production. So we want to do a Harvester's Guild there for sure. Get that city kind of ready to produce units if it needs it. I want to get an Embalmer's Guild in there ASAP, I think. Alright, so now we've got the former throne city here of Rolar. And let's take a peek. So we don't really have a ton that we can use in this city. It really doesn't have much. It has a gold mine, a couple of mana nodes, and a hasteberry bush. So it's actually kind of not that great for a city in terms of all the benefits here. This is probably going to just be an income city, I'm thinking, at this point. Yeah, and that's still independent. That's a Naga dwelling. So let's take a peek here at what we'd want to do. Maybe a Great Temple. Improve our upper mana capacity there so we can hold more mana. Actually, now that I think about it, that's something else Casper had suggested, is it might be worth starting to produce some additional items for my heroes. I think I'm going to do one more builder, though, before I forget about it. And I'm going to send that builder over here to grab this into my domain. Yeah, because I don't think this city's going to grow big enough anytime soon to be able to encompass this. So this is a Heart of the Volcano, which would give me more casting points. I could also maybe build a road here to connect my throne over to this city. That might be a good choice. And I think once I've got that done, then I will start producing. So we'll do an Embalmer's Guild, and then we can produce a unit or two to guard the city. Oberos here. So in Oberos, this would be a good city to have some support units coming out of. So, yeah, let's see here. What else can we do in this particular city? Let's do a temple, and then we'll do a magic academy after that. There we go. Boy, it's nice having this massive amount of gold that we got from Hasty Plunder in previous episodes. That was really, really good combo. I really enjoy the synergy of playing Necromancer with Destruction Adept and having that Hasty Plunder, and then going with Animate Ruin. I think that's just, it's just perfect synergy. It works so well. And especially it offsets the economic challenges that you face, or at least that are a little bit more common as a Necromancer, just because you don't get the benefit of happy citizens and your cities don't grow quite as quickly. So this little city here, we're not really doing a ton with it at the moment. Let's just do a Master's Guild. And yeah, that's going to kind of do it for that. So I think we'll end our turn there. So now Dwemis is moving. So I am curious, and again, I'm not sure about this, but I'm curious as to whether Dwemis actually is in this kind of bottom corner here, or if he's actually somewhere else, and because he was Wazul's partner, he was able to get this city. Now, this was many turns later when he acquired this as a vassal, because for quite a while this city was an independent city, so he may actually be somewhere else. I guess the only way to find out is going to be to do a little bit of aggressive exploration, which is what kind of my main plan is going to be. And then obviously I'm kind of building up these different little armies here using my Ghoul Cursing. So I'll be able to explore lots of different areas of the underground and also have quite powerful stacks there to be able to deal with any challenges that I run into. So that's very, very positive. And I've got lots of potential areas to build new cities. I would love to put one here. There would be so much in this city's domain that would just be incredible. Of course, I'm going to need to get a strong unit over here to basically clear all this out. So that might be something, and I can grab this city too. So that might be something I'm going to kind of try and do here in the near future. I suppose I could even... Okay, so we're going to have this battle again. I think we're going to just keep kiting these guys until we're able to summon that. My plan was to summon that Earth Elemental to assist this stack. So, a little boring again, but we're going to just kite these guys. Let's just keep running away. So the other nice thing about having that dwelling producing these Wraith Kings is that, again, as these Wraith Kings are support units, I'm going to be able to use them to support stacks of units. So I may basically just start distributing them, send them underground, send them all over the place, and because they're floating and they are able to move across terrain pretty well, they have quite a high amount of movement points there. So I'll be able to hopefully start distributing those Wraith Kings as they're being produced from the dwelling, kind of distribute them wherever I need a decent unit or a unit that can support a stack with healing. Ooh, and our scouts getting attacked, so we're going to just auto-combat. We always kind of expect that our scouts are probably going to get killed eventually by roving units, but got a little bit of extra vision out of that one, so that's good. Alright, so lots of things have happened here. So we've had a few items arrive. So we had a bow arrive, and we had 2 bows apparently. One for Bahir and the other for Nabal. So that's a good thing. we've had a few things produced. So before I forget, let's deal with this builder, because otherwise I'll forget the builder's there because this army is set to just camp out here. So we'll send this builder over this way. Ooh, oh, dang. You know what? I should have built a road before I started moving. Oh, well. We'll just, that's okay. We'll just send him over there. It's not that big a deal. So Dark Gift has been researched, so we'll wait to do our research again until we've done some battling and got some more goodies, hopefully, from those battles in terms of... Okay, so so now we got a bridge going across here, which is great. Just a little bit of a shortcut rather than having to go all the way around. And now this guy can keep moving across, and we'll set up probably something right around here, maybe. And then we'll go put the city on top of that. Oh, and I forgot about, we had this little boar down here doing some scouting. So we'll keep him going. So we'll grab those haste berries. Again, we just want to make sure basically that, yeah, nobody's hiding over here. Yeah, so far this bottom corner looks pretty good above ground, so it's just a matter of his Dwemis there underground, basically. Okay, so builder's done. Now let's deal with Crogar here. So we acquired this Draconian Deathbringer when we raided that tomb, which was a great thing for us. So we still don't have a peek at this city, so I'm really curious to know what the defenses are on this city. How well defended is it? We've got just a single stack, obviously an extremely powerful stack with this tier 4 Remnant Titan and a tier 4 Bone Dragon. So not to mention the Deathbringer is basically going to be able to just jump over the wall along with the Bone Dragon so the Deathbringer can get over the wall using Shadow Step, basically. Right here. So that's going to be really nice when we're trying to siege that city. Now, hopefully my stack is strong enough, but we don't know what kind of defenses Firak has, so it'll be interesting to find that out. Let's go take a peek at where Cirrus is. So Cirrus was underground here. We were heading over this way, kind of hoping that this connects. Okay, and it looks like... Yeah, it looks like it may not connect. I keep going down this way here. Okay, we do have a portal, it looks like, over here, so that's good. I think we might as well clear this structure out with our little stack here. Start getting some experience with our very, very nice King Shock Serpent, which I'm super happy to have. We've got the Halfling Apprentice here as a healer, and then we've also got our Standard Wraith as a healer as well, so this is a nice little stack. Be great to add another unit or two to it eventually. Oh, and that lifesteal, I just love it. So I want to make sure that these apprentice units don't get killed, so might actually just take an attack of opportunity to move over this way. There we go. So we'll do that. There we go. Yeah, I was kind of expecting them to come over and do that, but that's okay. As long as they don't go down, we're fine. So we'll heal our Wraith. That should get the kill, so we'll also heal our Apprentice. There we go. Perfect. We got a level up for the Wraith, which is good, and we got a level up for the Apprentice. Dread Monkey. I suppose I could grab the Dread Monkey and just use it as a scout. I think I'll do that. Now, have we already scouted in this Shadow Realm? No, we haven't. Okay, so let's go take a peek what's in there. Okay, so we've got Raven's Keep. Got a Watchtower. Okay. That's good to know. Now with Cirrus here, unfortunately, we are going to kind of get stuck. You know what? We can see a city and it's not Dwemis. So Dwemis is probably not in this corner, to be honest. He's probably, I mean, maybe he's up here. Maybe he's top north. Ah, geez, you know, I really have no idea where he is. I mean, I highly doubt. I don't think he would be in the Shadow Realm because he's a dwarf. He's not a... So what does this give? Regrowth that fully restores. Not really necessary. We'll just grab it with Cirrus, I guess. Actually, we'll grab it with everybody who has the 8 movement, because then they can move back to the stack. So here's an opportunity we can try and grab some support units, potentially. So we've got 2 support units. We've got a Priest, and we've got a White Witch, both of which have abilities that could actually benefit our units. So Frozen Flames, in addition to, obviously, this unit would get heal if we can get it, would be great. Frozen Flames is just basically a straight damage buff, as well as fire protection, which is good. And then the Priest has Bestow Iron Heart. Now, undead units cannot be healed by this ability, but it can still bestow extra defense, extra resistance, and strong will. So, not useless. It's just less useful for the undead, that's all. Alright, so why don't we'll move in here. Let's see, can we inflict despair? So they resisted it. Let's try for maybe a curse. Oh, they resisted that too. Let's just run in and see if we can get the... Oof, not a very good chance there. And it's in... You can see there this unit is in defense mode, which is going to make that harder. What kind of range we got here? Oh, unfortunate. If we go here, do we get more? Yeah, so then we'll get almost everybody, so let's try that. We did get despair on these 2 units, which is good. Send in our Titan. So despair is going to make it a little bit easier to try and Ghoul Curse them because it reduces their spirit protection. Right, so let's see what happens here. We're taking some hits, nothing too crazy. Yeah, no real worries there. So, oh yeah, they're immune because they... Yeah, so they're immune to Ghoul Curse, so we can kill off the Priest now. There we go. And should be able to Shadow Step in behind. Got a 60% chance, so let's give it a shot. Nice, and we got it. Perfect. That's excellent. So now we have... I think we'll just do a little self-heal here. And we'll come in and drop a heal on the Charger. Just kind of want to heal everybody up as much as possible. Come in and wail on this White Witch. Oh, and I forgot those guys were protecting. Oh well, they're dead now too, so it doesn't matter. And we got the kill. There we go. So perfect. We did get another support unit. We are in need of them, so we can send that support unit up to maintain these units if necessary here, which I think would be a good choice. So let's keep going around here. So I wonder what kind of units this city has for defense here. Because it'd be great to get this city. It's a nice big city. So we'll just kind of move everybody in. There we go. And then, yeah, we'll send this White Witch over to help with this stack. Take a couple of turns to get there, but nonetheless, still a good thing. And so Crogar's already moved. Yep. So now, do we have anybody else? Yeah, we do have. We have these guys here. So now we have to try and decide if we want to split this stack up and which way we want to send everybody. So I think we'll send Bahir, the Nightmare, Toadstool Fairy, the Butcher. Actually, we'll just send, you know what? We'll send this whole little army up this way. Yeah, that's going to be the game plan. We'll send them up that way. And then Nabal is going to basically come back down this way. And yeah, he'll join these units, which we'll send up there just to kind of join with them. And he could either explore down that way or eventually maybe move down there. I mean, again, I've got these units coming in, so I'm not as concerned. We're just going to keep moving this way. Yeah, so these units will be able to probably come in and attack that, so I won't need Nabal necessarily to do that. So in this city here, we're going to We're going to keep making butchers, I think. Just because of that extra lifesteal that they're going to get from Embrace Darkness there. So that worked out pretty good. Alright, so now with this guy, I think we're going to raid this. Let's see how we do. So we can try and ghoul curse these evangelists who are excellent support units. So they would get ghoul heal undead, which would be awesome. So that's what we're probably going to try to do. I could try throwing maybe a weakened on one of these guys if possible to see if I can kind of improve my odds a little bit. So one thing though I do want to do is I want my raptor a little bit healthier, so we're going to move in here. Drop a heal. There we go. Yeah, now he's a little more able to kind of act as a tank, which is what I had sort of wanted him to do. And so, yeah, we're going to kind of wait to try and inflict that on somebody. And we'll move our Deathbringers in on either side there. Wazul will kind of keep in reserve a bit. So we can't cast any spells because of the anti-magic field in this Lost Library, of course. Alright, so there we go. Tried to turn me. Didn't work. Doing a nice job tanking all those hits. Great job there. Alright, so now let's see. Can we weaken? We can. And then 55% chance. Not bad. Let's see. Ooh, and we got it. Perfect. Whenever you see that purple skull pop up, that means that it was effective. So that's one unit that we basically have a new friend. And our raptor is not feeling so great, so if it goes down, we can actually we don't have anybody that can revive, so don't want to risk necessarily sending the raptor in. So now what's the question? I could charge right in here, do that, move the Deathbringer in, do a flank attack from behind here, kind of try and distribute the damage around. I think maybe what I'll do, though, is I'll just kind of hang out like this. Put the raptor in defense mode. Probably going to take quite a bit of damage here. Oh, yeah, forgot about that. Okay, there we go. The turn undead failed. Oh, and they stunned my Deathbringers. That's kind of unfortunate. So, Wazul come in and get a charge, hopefully. There, I was hoping that would be a kill, but... Okay, so we're going to move in here. Now the question is, do I drop... It's probably a good idea to heal my raptor. So I'm thinking what I'll do is I'll take my Deathbringer. Yeah, and we'll send... Okay, so we'll bring the Deathbringer in back here. Got a 45% chance or a 50%. Let's try for this. Ooh, and we got the Ghoul Curse. Excellent. So now we could probably get the kill. Definitely, yeah, we definitely get the kill here, so let's do that. There we go. And then this would get the kill for sure. I think what we'll do, though, is we'll actually drop a heal on our raptor and then send the raptor in to deal with these reanimators. There we go. Okay, so there goes that one. Yeah, I figured they could tank those hits, so I wasn't too worried. Oh, and you know what? We can weaken them, and then... Oh, they resisted it, but... Would have been kind of nice if they had gotten hit by that as well. There we go, some fire damage. Ooh, not quite the kill there. And then we'll just finish them off with our raptor. So we did get, let's see, we got the one evangelist there as a Ghoul Curse unit, so that's excellent. We also got some research here. We got knowledge and we got Seed of Distrust, so another spell done, or another research completed there, which is always good. So this evangelist, kind of a decent unit actually. It has Convert, Heal, so if there were any living units, they could heal them. Spirit Ray, which is just a nice ranged attack, obviously. and then most importantly heal undead. So yeah, I'm quite happy with these evangelists. I like them as units. And we got a level up here for Wazul. So Wazul's at level 4, so let's see what we can do. We'll do melee command. Here we go. Might be nice to get martial arts as well. Let's do that. Okay. So that takes care of this. Now, ooh, Raven's Keep, you know, this unit's not exactly super powerful, but depending on what is guarding this Raven's Keep, we might be able to clear it out. Let's at least go take a peek. Oh, nope, that is well above our pay grade. So we've got a Fallen Angel, a couple of Wraith Kings. Yeah, no way. That would be great to have a Necromancer that's leveled up that we could go clear, get some of those units. But yeah, we're going to have to leave that one alone for now. And if we go back above ground, you know, we could come above ground and then go try and clear out some of this stuff. That might be a decent idea. Yeah, I like that. I like that plan. So that's what we're going to do here with this guy. With Wazul's stack. We're actually going to go up above ground. And we're gonna send up to this island here and do some clearing. That's going to be the plan. That'll get us some good experience too while we're at it. Alright. So let's do our research now. So we didn't get a ton of extra. Ooh, power ritual. I want this. So basically my undead units gain +2 physical and +2 blight melee attack bonus. That's really good. So we'll grab Death Ray because it was basically more efficient to do that, and then we'll do Power Ritual. Ooh, and I can get Summon Fallen Angel, which would be awesome. So yeah, let's do Power Ritual, and then maybe we'll grab Summon Fallen Angel afterwards. So let's grab Power Ritual. Be nice to again get more casting points, so that's where these builders are going to come in, grab these Heart of the whatevers. Okay, we'll do an Embalmer's Guild here, and then we can produce a couple of units to guard the city. Yeah, and we can actually even send this unit down to join up with Nabal here. That might be a good plan. And down here, everybody else is pretty much already moved, I think. So yeah, let's do some production. Oh, all we can make is cheetahs, eh? Alright, well, we'll make one just to have a city guard at the very least. So this little city now needs some kind of care here. So let's do a shrine, which will help with mana, obviously, but more importantly is going to help with gold income. Or, sorry, not gold income. With growth, I should say. Because I have Shrines of Unlife, I think it is. Yeah, so Shrines of Unlife means that I get more mana, but I also get undead population every turn from my shrine, so that's good. Alright, and the city of Hif here. Alright, let's take a peek. So this city's got pretty awesome production, actually. The ability to produce things very, very quickly, as you can see. We got 200 production income. Now, some of that's coming from this Dwarf Comet, of course. But we've got a quarry, we've got haste berries, and we've got Magma Forge, and thanks to my Draconian, we're actually getting +20 because of my Draconian Racial Governance upgrade. Cathedral of Bones might be nice just to increase growth, because we've got so many structures that would be great to get in there. So we'll do a Cathedral of Bones there just to keep the growth going. Back home in our capital, I think what we'll do is we will start forging an item. Burial Grounds too eventually might be nice just to increase our mana cap, but let's do a forge item. Now we have to decide what do we want to make. So we've got lots of choices. Bringer of Goodwill is kind of nice because that obviously gives, we have more gold. Storm Champion, Blinding Aura. So I'm just going to kind of have to decide here what would be a good, what would be some good upgrades. Now, Tireless. Tireless would be great for, like, let's say a warlord who's going to be kind of running in combination with martial arts. That would be a really good one. So that would be some boots here, some leg gear. Put tireless on it. Yeah, that might be really nice to have. I don't think we can put that on... Can we put that on something like an accessory? Doesn't look like it, no. We could put it on a shield. That might be nice to have on a shield. Ooh, we can have a weapon with life drain. But, you know what, before I get too carried away, let's do one more heal item first. So let's do heal undead here if we can find it. Where's heal undead? Healing. There it is. So we'll do heal undead. And we will make this... So I'm just trying to find the icon I always use for this. Whenever I make a heal undead item, I tend to make it... If I can find it here. Almost there. There it is. We'll call this one Ashes of the Dead. And that will give us the ability to heal undead. So we can send this to one of our, like to Wazul or something. That would be good. So we'll forge that. So that's a good item to have. And then after that, maybe we'll do a tireless or something like that. So with this little guy now, let's do a little more exploring. Check out this island up here. Okay, we do have a portal underground. And we don't really know what's up in this corner, so let's go check that out next turn with this guy. Again, always on the hunt for Dwemis at this point, really. And we want to send you up that way. Okay, now our settler needs to keep moving. Although, you know, we could almost get that city going over here actually faster. Maybe that's even the better idea now that I think about it. Because we already have Wazul now kind of ready to move in there. I think that's maybe... Yeah, you know what? We're already kind of here. Let's do that. As much as I kind of was planning to come down here. Yeah, let's do that. I like this plan. We're actually going to divert over this way. This is just super juicy in terms of all the different things we could have in this city's domain. So, yeah, we're going to send our settler that way. We can always make another settler to come down this way, so not really too concerned. That's going to do it for our turn, so we're going to end our turn there. Now, let's see if Firak tries to mount any kind of attack against us or what's going to happen. I'm anticipating he's just going to kind of reinforce his throne. Boy, it was nice having all that gold, though. I could just produce whatever I needed, basically. Dwemis tried to disjunct Enemy of the Faith, and he failed. So obviously Dwemis is kind of not happy with me. And we are coming for his vassal city. That is for sure. So as I said, I'm curious to see if Firak's going to try anything funny with us here. I suspect he's just going to reinforce his throne. And wouldn't it be amazing if Firak himself is here, because then we could eliminate him from the game in a 1-2 punch. But I suspect Firak's probably out and about, you know, somewhere out to the east here, exploring or capturing or fighting or whatever. But you never know, he might be there at his throne. Boy, that would save us a ton of having to hunt him down. Same thing sort of happened with Rolar there, where we took Rolar's throne and then a couple turns. Ooh, and look at this. There's Firak's unit popping up. Alright, so only one more turn are we going to have to do this little kind of cheese strategy here. So, because then we'll be able to summon that unit, that Earth Elemental, to help us. Which should be able to turn the tides, then we can win this battle. So the question is going to be, how did that unit get there? Because Firak's little stack, I'm assuming that means it was exploring maybe underground or something like that. So we obviously don't want Firak's units to come swooping in through our area. Either that or maybe through the Shadow Realm. We haven't really done any exploring in the Shadow Realm, so we other than just sending a few little scouts through. Be nice to get maybe a city established in there. Just to kind of have a backup city in the Shadow Realm. I always like having one of those. Oh, domain invasion. Let's figure out what's going on. Oh, and we are under attack here. Should be able to win this battle. So these are some of the units defending this city. These used to belong to Rolar, so we have a Hunter and a Panther. So we just have to watch out for the Panther's pounce ability, which can be kind of nasty. So we'll send our Yeti in. Yeti's going to kind of tank, I think. Okay. Let's go finish this Hunter off. There we go. So I'm just kind of positioning myself. So these two units are guarded, so I'm expecting an attack here on the Yeti. There we go. That's exactly what I was thinking was going to happen. So let's come in and we'll do this Assassin Strike. No retaliation there. And then we'll actually build up a charge here with our flyers and get the kill that way. So that makes life a little bit easier for us. So now, let's see. So we had something invade us. Oh, dang, okay. That's unfortunate. So we've had some elementals come out of, and I guess I should have expected this, but they came out of the Shadow Realm there. So they're now going to be threatening this city, which is kind of unfortunate, as I don't think we really have any units in the area. And I suppose I could summon this Earth Elemental to help defend here. I mean, I was planning to summon it down here to assist with these Shadow Demons. Although, I mean, this we can manage. Now, yeah, you know what? I hate to do this, but I think we're going to have to do this because I don't want to lose this city. So we'll summon there. And let's just see here, what else can we do? So that's still going to take 2 more turns to do one of those. So we could just summon a Lost Soul here. That might be enough to help in this battle, actually. Yeah, what the heck, let's do that. At least that Lost Soul is going to have a little bit more lifesteal. So we'll send the builder over that way. Excuse me. Okay. So now we got to figure out where the heck did Firak's unit come from. So I suppose it could have come from the underground. I don't really know where else it would have come from. Well, in any case, let's go see what's going on at Firak's throne here. Ooh, okay, so he's got pretty good defenses. Now, Firak himself is there, though, which is very, very exciting. Geez, you know, this might be a tall order for us. We've got all these we've got cannons and trebuchets. Not too concerned about these little draconian units. We've got a bunch of kind of nothing units here, but each of them is going to be able to dish out some damage. Flyer is kind of powerful, but not super scary. And then Firak himself with a raptor and a warg. You know, we could probably win this battle. It would be a really tough one. Jeez, you know, that's a tough call. Well, let's start sending at least some reinforcements over to help. So we'll make a Sun Guard here just to defend this city. Oh, and you know what? Oh, that was a mistake. I didn't even realize that this unit... I completely forgot about that. That this unit was going to be able to come down and just take that out. Whoopsie. Yeah, I'm going to probably lose this city just to this little stack here. That was a kind of silly move. And of course, I've already spent my casting points on summoning units, so not able to do that now. Let's do this battle. Let's see if we can win this. With the extra unit, I think we'll be alright. So let's see how this goes. So these units are not... They're not a pushover by any means. They are pretty tough units. You can see there. So again, we're going to let them come to us. I mean, the good news is we're the attacker, so if it gets real bad, we'll just retreat. Okay. So I think what we'll do... Throw the Wraith King out there. Just kind of tank the damage a bit. Do some extra there. And yeah, Killer Instinct's not going to help us in this battle. Stiffen Limbs could, I suppose. Maybe we'll do that. There we go. So there goes our Lost Souls. At least they tank some damage. And that Lifesteal's doing its job, which is great for us. So we'll move in here. We'll do some big damage. Now, unfortunately, I'm expecting that... Yeah, there we go. I thought maybe they were going to go down. So thankfully, we got our Lost Soul back. I'm kind of... It's unfortunate we lost those Brew Brothers, but it's not the end of the world. And we may lose our Lost Soul here due to Shadow Demon attack. Yep. But that's okay. I just really wanted to get rid of them so they stop pestering that city. And the Wraith King is the most important unit in that stack, so... Now, we'll keep the Wraith King there just until we've basically built something to kind of hold the city in the meantime. Actually, we might even just send him off now that that unit's being produced. I think that's what we'll do. Yeah, we'll just start heading down this way. Grab the haste berries and then we can try and move in. Now, is there anything we want to cast? I suppose we could start summoning... We don't have enough for Dark Ritual, which also would have given us some units in this city. Well, we'll start summoning an Earth Elemental. Boy, geez, you know, this is a tough situation here for us. Because, obviously, Crogar's unit is very, very strong. We're not going to do the battle, though. I don't want to risk it. If they attack me, we might be able to do something there, but with the city and everything, I just don't think it's going to be doable. That's a really tough call, just because that city is... I want to take out Firak really bad. It's definitely kind of a high-risk, high-reward sort of situation there. Very, very tough call. So we'll get this unit kind of ready. I'm not going to have him do anything just yet, obviously, because we're out of movement points with this Evangelist having moved into the stack. In terms of where they're going to go, I guess I could do some exploring down this way. Anyway, let's focus on what we can do over here. So we'll come in here. Maybe we'll take this stack out. Take out these dwarves, hopefully, without too much trouble. This won't be an easy battle because dwarves are tough, but I think we'll be okay. I think combination of having a nice tier 4 unit with some healing is going to be able to carry us through. So we'll go over here, wail on them, get the kill, and we'll move back here so we're out of the range of their attacks. Fortunately, the Wraith units are pretty good at just kind of tanking hits like that, so light up the Axemen just a bit. We'll take out the Deep Guard here. Nice, we got a stun off. That was good. And then we'll actually throw our Wraith in defense mode. What I'm hoping here is they just do a bit of fighting there. Oh, and they killed off. Dang, that's too... Well, again, not a huge problem, just kind of annoying. Alright, so we'll go up here, wail on the Prospectors, get the kill here. Suppose I should have maybe seen that coming. Again, not the end of the world, just a little bit annoying. And does anybody need some health? So there are... Oops, and that was, again, making little tiny mistakes here in a lot of these battles. Nothing, you know, earth-shattering or anything, but yeah, those little mistakes can add up, so I have to clean that up if I can. Alright, now let's... I wonder what he's got for guards in this city. I don't know if I want to get myself in there. Let's send this unit up this way. Oh, and we've got our unit in the Shadow Realm, so let's take a peek at what we can see with our little monkey. Okay, so this is pretty substantial. We've got a spawner here, a warband camp. Some Shadow Elf Arcane Archers. Suppose we could jump into the Shadow Realm with Cirrus, potentially. Jeez, you know, it almost looks like this city doesn't have any guards. Interesting. Okay, well, that might make this really easy then. Because if when Wazul had this city, if he didn't have any units there and it became independent, then when it becomes a vassal, it doesn't gain any extra units. So that actually happened to me in a previous playthrough. I think that was in my Archdruid playthrough. Yeah, what the heck, we can go clear this out at least, or kind of see what we can get out of this. Okay, so now we gotta kind of clean this up. So I'm all over the place. I gotta refocus here for battle. We'll make a Swarm Darter just to guard this city. So this city now could probably use a Crypt of Unlife to help guard it from some ne'er-do-wells that are coming in. And this city is pretty well defended, so I'm not too concerned. So we'll just do merchandise there. Most of these cities are going to get merchandise at this point because we don't have a ton of disposable income. We've kind of used a lot of it. All right, let's go. Ooh, and we got gold, actually. Okay, well, let's check underground first. It looks like we're kind of at the top of a dead end, so nothing too crazy there. So we'll grab this, and then we got more income over there, so we can grab this too. So that's pretty much untouched, as you see there. This builder, again, I did want to put a city here, but now it's looking like maybe that's not what I'm going to do. At least not in the immediate. So now the question is, what should I use this builder to do? I suppose I could still go up here and plop down a fort and then eventually turn it into a city. Alright, and this little guy can keep doing some scouting. Well, we'll just have him kind of come over here. There we go. Alright, so now we have Bahir's stack, which we were kind of moving up this way. So eventually I want to get Bahir with Inflict Ghoul Curse, and then I can have him build up his own little stack here. So we'll move in and no mercy. We'll fight this battle. So yeah, you know, now that I'm thinking about it, Crogar is going to need probably some reinforcement there to take out the throne. Again, I'm torn because I could probably siege it, but I don't know if it's a pretty big risk. I have to think about that one a little bit more. In the meantime, though, let's focus on this battle. I don't want to kind of have my head be elsewhere. I got to focus on what I'm doing in the moment. That's how you make mistakes, right? And I've done that before. You guys have kind of seen me do it where, you know, I'll be thinking about something else and I'll be going through the motions in a battle and then suddenly, oops, I make a mistake and, you know, lose a unit that I shouldn't have or whatever. So yeah, you got to be real careful. You got to keep your head on a swivel. Now, thankfully, I have Bahir with this stack, so if anybody goes down, I don't have to worry very much. Boy, this Nightmare's doing pretty good with all that lifesteal and having leveled up a bit. Let's take out these untouchables. There we go. Kill the skewer and the boar. Almost. Then we can lay into this bard pretty good here, so we'll move back here and blast and then get the kill. There we go. Nice. So there we go. We got a level up for our Elder and a level up for our Nightmare. Now gold medal. Inflict Scorching Heat. And we get a boar, which we'll take and we'll use as a scout. Let's go up this way and see what we find. So I think we're going to head up this way. It looks like there's some potential for some good stuff going this way. There we go. Alright, so we got some Frostlings. We got Harpoon Thrower, Marauder, Royal Guard, and a Raider. So I think what we'll do, first things first, we'll throw a heal on our Nightmare. Bring our Butcher in, and again, I'm really happy that these Butchers have Life Drain. That's just incredible. There's sort of 4 tiers of Lifesteal. There's Standard Lifesteal, Greater Lifesteal, Life Drain, and then there's the upgrade of Life Drain, which I think is Greater Life Drain. So that becomes extremely powerful if you can get all the way to Greater Life Drain. But Life Drain is the third of the 4 tiers, and it's pretty incredible. So again, those things stack, basically, is the way that works. So we want to get Bahir some experience for sure. We also got to remember these guys, when they die, they explode, so... Okay, so Bahir already leveled up, actually. That's good. Alright, so let's kill off the... Let's just kill off these Royal Guard now. And they do some damage to me, but they're going to do damage to the Raiders as well, which is good. So we can get the kill here. And we should... Oh, not quite. Yeah, we'll get the kill here, I think. Yep. We can go light up these Marauders with the Nightmare. There we go. And that should be the battle. Perfect. So yeah, now Bahir has leveled up. So let's do Inflict Ghoul Curse. And with that, let's also do Shadow Step so we can get in and out of trouble a little bit easier. Perfect. So now he can start building up his own little stack if need be. So how well defended is this city? Shaman and some Mystics. Not super well defended, but not a pushover either. So with this stack here, we should be able to win this battle, no problem. So we'll engage this battle, and then we'll take this city, and we'll have a bit more of a base of operations underground, which is a good thing. So these flyers can get over the wall, as can the Manticore Rider. Okay, so something Casper had kind of wondered about is that orcs get something called, let's see if, so orcs get Victory Rush, it's called. So let's see here. Basically what it means is that when you win a battle, I don't know if that actually shows up as a ability, but Victory Rush, what it does is when you win a battle with orcs, the units gain 10 they get healed 10 health back, basically. Now, Casper had wondered if that affects undead, and I'm almost certain that it doesn't. In the same way that the Draconian fast healing ability doesn't affect undead Draconians, I don't think having fast heal affects, or sorry, victory rush affects undead orcs. But if this Manticore Rider takes damage in this battle, let's keep an eye on that. So we'll keep an eye on what it's at so there we go. We've taken some hits. So now when the battle ends, we'll see if the health goes up or not. I don't think it does. So we're at 82 out of 90 there. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Kind of keep track of it. So move over that way. So yeah, we'll just kind of move in here. The Yeti's going to kind of tank a bit. There we go. So we got to watch out for the Entangle, but also for the Dire Bear potential there. Ouch. Well, there goes our... So that's one thing. I don't like Goblin units because they are a bit weaker. I mean, I like Goblins in some ways, but they have such low health, and of course I put them in a bad spot there, so that maybe wasn't the best plan on my part. But I find Goblin units, obviously, just having that lower health, they tend to be very, very squishy. Ooh, not quite the kill, hey? That's unfortunate, because that unit's going to turn into a Dire Bear now, probably, and pose a bit more of a pain in the butt for me, unfortunately. Yep, there we go. Yeah, now I may end up losing the flyer, too. Well... I might be able to save the flyer if I kind of run away. Let's see if I can do it. If I run totally off this way, he might still try and hunt me down. Let's see. Nope. Okay, going after the... Alright, so we are at 30 health. Well, we can't quite get a one-hit kill, so let's keep an eye on what we're at. We're going to be at... So we're pretty low there. 21. Yeah, I don't think that victory rush applied there, so we did a bit of science there and we learned. Alright, so we've got choices here with this city. You know, I am very low on... I'm starting to get low on income again. This might be a nice opportunity for... but we're not going to get much out of this city because it doesn't have a lot of things built in it. So I think what we'll do is we'll just migrate it to Ghoul. We're already at Ghoul Tigrans here. Actually, let's go Ghoul Draconians. Because why not? The city doesn't really have a whole lot going for it in terms of... I guess it does have the Ziggurat. And potentially this if it can grow a bit. Yeah, we'll migrate it to Ghoul Draconians. There we go. So this unit can basically just chill here. Alright, so Cirrus, Shadow Realm, he can chill out. This Settler can start moving in. Wazul's unit can embark. There we go. Now I noticed here that, so we've got our first produced Wraith King unit, which I'm very, very pleased to have. And now the question is, where do I send him? And you know what? We're going to send him up this way. Oh, but you know what? If I send him in too far, he's going to get attacked, so maybe we'll just go to about there. Yeah, we'll send him right about there. Yeah, like that. Okay, well, I think that's going to do it for this episode. So, unfortunately, we did have a couple of kind of sort of semi-setbacks here. Firak's city is a little bit more reinforced than I was sort of hoping. And I still may just attack here, but I guess the longer I wait, the more I let him produce some more units or bring in reinforcements. So, if I'm going to attack, I should do it soon. And then on top of that as well, he's got this unit here now, and unfortunately I've left this city totally vacant, meaning he can just waltz in and take it from me. That was definitely an oopsie on my part there. Really didn't think that one through. So yeah, a couple of kind of unfortunate developments here. But, I mean, obviously we're still in a really good position. We're doing quite well in terms of just having very strong units. And overall, I'm still very pleased with how this is going. Just, I got to stop making these little kind of blunders, that's all. So we'll save this one. And we're still really no closer to finding where Dwemis is. So we're going to save this one as episode 11. There we go. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.